The hijacking of Indian Airlines flight IC-814 is one of the most infamous and dramatic incidents in the history of aviation terrorism, with far-reaching political and diplomatic consequences. This event, which took place in December 1999, involved the hijacking of a commercial airliner by terrorists demanding the release of jailed militants, ultimately leading to a high-stakes hostage negotiation. Indian Airlines flight IC-814 was a scheduled flight from Tribhuvan International Airport in Kathmandu, Nepal, to Indira Gandhi International Airport in New Delhi, India. On December 24, 1999, the Airbus A300 aircraft, carrying 176 passengers and 15 crew members, was hijacked shortly after takeoff by 5 armed militants. The hijackers were later identified as members of Harkat-ul-Mujahideen, a Pakistan-based Islamic militant group. The hijackers were armed with knives, grenades, and pistols, and they quickly overpowered the crew, taking control of the cockpit. The hijackers ordered the plane to divert from its course and initially directed it towards Lahore, Pakistan. The aircraft first attempted to land in Lahore, but Pakistani authorities denied permission to land. After being denied entry into Pakistan, the hijackers flew the plane to Amritsar, India, where it landed for refueling. However, Indian authorities delayed refueling the aircraft, hoping to buy time for a possible military intervention. The hijackers, sensing a trap, forced the plane to take off again without refueling, now heading towards Lahore. Upon reaching Lahore, Pakistani authorities, under international pressure, allowed the aircraft to land and refuel. The hijackers then directed the plane to Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. At Dubai International Airport, the hijackers released 27 passengers, including women, children, and those in need of medical attention, in exchange for food and medical supplies. The plane was refueled, and the hijackers then ordered it to fly to Kandahar, Afghanistan, which was then under the control of the Taliban. In Kandahar, the aircraft was surrounded by Taliban forces, who ostensibly took control of the security around the plane, though they did not intervene directly in the hijacking. The hijackers made several demands, including the release of Maulana Masood Azhar, a prominent militant leader and founder of the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorist group, along with 2 other militants, Mushtaq Ahmad Zargar and Ahmad Omar Saeed Sheikh, who were imprisoned in India. The Indian government, led by Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, faced intense pressure as the hostage situation dragged on. After several days of tense negotiations, and under growing public and political pressure, the Indian government agreed to the hijackers' demands. The 3 militants were released and flown to Kandahar, where they were handed over to the hijackers in exchange for the hostages. On December 31, 1999, after a week-long ordeal, the hostages were finally released, and the hijackers, along with the freed militants, were allowed to leave Kandahar. The hijackers disappeared into Pakistan, where they were believed to have received sanctuary. The release of Maulana Masood Azhar and the other militants had severe repercussions for regional security. Masood Azhar went on to found Jaish-e-Mohammed, which would later be implicated in several high-profile terrorist attacks in India, including the 2001 attack on the Indian Parliament and the 2019 Pulwama attack. The hijacking of IC-814 exposed significant vulnerabilities in India's counter-terrorism strategy and aviation security, leading to widespread criticism of the Indian government's handling of the crisis. The event also strained India-Pakistan relations further, as India accused Pakistan of harboring and supporting the hijackers and their militant organizations. The IC-814 hijacking remains a deeply controversial and painful chapter in Indian history. It highlighted the challenges of negotiating with terrorists and the complex dynamics of regional terrorism in South Asia. The incident also led to significant changes in aviation security protocols in India and globally, as governments became more aware of the potential for aircraft hijackings to be used as tools of political coercion. The release of dangerous militants in exchange for hostages was a decision that continues to be debated in India, with many arguing that it set a dangerous precedent for dealing with terrorism. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the complexities and challenges that governments face in responding to terrorist threats while ensuring the safety of their citizens.